the time has come. And first thing I'm doing, I'm calling you out, Izzy. No matter how much you comment, or how many times you comment the Keep Clover Alive Fund, you will not be able to change her inevitable fate. It is already set in stone, and raising money will not do anything to change that. Anyways, Clover. Well, first of all, this is the 4th episode, kind of, in this series. The reason I say kind of is because the other episodes, Jennifer and Lilac, I already remade Jennifer, but I'm going to be remaking Lilac, and I don't know if I would count the older versions as being part of the series. Because if I am, then right now there would be 5 videos in the series. So anyway, what's this video about? Well, it's about Clover. Who is Clover? How the frick did this get here? So who is Clover? Clover is one of the main characters in this story. She might play a bigger role. Why does my speech suck? She might play a bigger role later, but I have not decided yet how she really contributes to the story. She hopefully will contribute to the story a bit later, but as of right now, she doesn't contribute much. So how does she contribute to the story as of now? Well, she was Jennifer's girlfriend, before Jennifer died. And then she became Lilac's girlfriend, before Lilac died. And then she kind of had it going for, Jackie, but then both of them died. She also is kind of the bridge to the fake beginning of the story and the real beginning of the story, because the fake beginning of the story is with Jennifer and Velvet and how they're doing, and then the real beginning is whenever they die and Clover goes running out, and then she stumbles upon Lilac. So yeah, she's kind of the bridge for that. That's like her main plot importance right now. She'll probably be more important later, but I have not decided yet how she becomes more important. Izzy, I am open for ideas. No, I'm not joining the call. So, personality. Yeah, sorry, my phone's going off. Personality. So, Clover is very much depresso. Mainly because people think she's a very rude person, like, before they even really talk to her, because she's rich. She is not. And she doesn't like how people immediately try and judge her by just how much money she has. Like, she's not that kind of person. She's very much depresso. Well, because of that reason, and also because her relationship life is just a mess. First of all, first of all, she had a boyfriend, and that boyfriend did not treat her well. Probably found her annoying because of her depression, which, like, screw off, dude. That's not good. Also, so, you know, she was in a relationship with Jennifer. That went well until Jennifer freaking died. Which, like, that sucked. And then, she got together with Lilac, and then Lilac died. So everyone she loves is dying. And then she, like, was gonna get together with Jackie, but then they both died. So, like, at least that time she didn't have to go through the heartbreak of losing someone, because she also died. But, like, that's still not good. Clover's the mom friend. Very much mom friend. The mommest of friends. Very much trying to like, especially with Ice, tries to lead him on the right path. Ice doesn't listen, because of course he doesn't. But, like, Clover's trying her best. There's not much she can do about Ice being the rebellious, angsty teen that he is. Pardon my cough. Allergies exist. So, yeah. So, as of right now, like, the main ship that I'm focusing on with Clover is her and Lilac, which we have dubbed that ship name Depresso Espresso. A lot of the ship names in the series are named after beverages of some kind. So, yee. But yeah, so Jesus. Lilac's main thing, she did not trust Claire. Like, right off the bat, did not trust her one bit. And Clover kind of also shared that sentiment, did not really trust Claire that much. Not because she knew that, that Claire was related to Performer, but Clover more just got a bad vibe from her. Like, she was just doomed to do something bad. And, like, she did. Like, so yeah, as mentioned before, Clover comes from a rich family. Where's Clover's? Why are they rich? They own a very popular business. Like a very successful business. And, Clover has a lot of siblings, and they're also very successful. Clover, as of right now, while I'm developing the series, is the only one in her family that does not have a job. So yeah, she's more just living off of her money that she has right now. Why does she not have a job? That's a lot of stress, man. And also, she's too busy dealing with Jennifer/Lilac's family problems to have a job. I usually mention the species of my characters a lot earlier in the video, but I didn't do so here for some reason. Clover is a cat. In earlier versions of the story, Clover was not a cat. She was an unidentified species. Because in the older version of the story, the main four, which were Lilac, Velvet, Jennifer, and Clover, were created in a lab. And they were all experiments for something, like, different. And Clover's was trying to create a creature from scratch. So that made her that made her an unidentified species. Because she was not an existing species. So design choices. As I mentioned in earlier videos, the main four, which they're not really the main four anymore because Velvet and Jennifer aren't really included with them anymore because they're kind of counted separately. But yeah, they all their designs are based off of playing card symbols. And Clover is the club. One, obvious reasons. It's a club, Clover. And two, clubs are mainly wisdom and all that, and knowledge. And Clover is probably the most mature one out of the main four. You would think it was Lilac because she's the oldest, but no, Lilac's stupid and an idiot and doesn't know how to make good choices. So yeah. Past designs. Clover, so we're going back into the ghost thing. So Clover's older design didn't used to be much different from how she looks now. Black cat with some white splotches because of vitiligo. But her ghost design was something different. So her torso and her legs were not connected to one another, and she had one of those metal collars around her neck. The one that you need a key to unlock. You know those. The locked ones. Yeah, she had one of those. She also had these black streams down her face because tears. Because oh no, she's sad. She still had roughly the same clothes, which is blue cardigan with yellow sundress. Trying to think. Sorry, it's taking me so long to think. Because they were all made in a lab, they all had different colored blood for some reason. And Clover's, I'm pretty sure, was yellow. Don't know why. Yeah, hers was yellow. Her claws were a magenta, which are not really magenta. It's kind of magenta. I don't know. But the color used for her eyelids and eyelashes now. I can't remember how her tail markings go. Her and Claire used to be related, but I changed that because it would have been much more interesting if Claire and Clover, not Claire and Clover, if Claire and Performer were related, and it is, because it made me come up with so much better plot ideas. But also, I don't know how she was related to Claire, if Clover herself was created in a lab and wasn't even a cat. But, like, who knows? I sure don't. So yeah, Clover's death, she was killed by Performer, like most characters in this story. She was killed by Performer, and so like she was killed at like the same time as Jackie. I think Jackie died a bit after her, but yeah. So yeah, Clover died. Like, Clover was killed by Performer because she was getting in the way, air quotes. And Jackie, being in love with Clover, Flippin just tried to take down Performer herself because of that, and ended up dying in the process. But their deaths are what fueled Ice to be the one to finally kill Performer. But did it really mean anything if Ice himself died soon afterwards because of his own wounds? So, like, who really won in the end? I don't know. Because, like, Performer was able to kill the entire family. He reached his goal of murdering the entire family. Ice was the last family member. But Ice also killed Performer. So yeah, who won? You decide, I guess. Because I sure can't. Trying to think about more things to say, even though I don't really have much to say. Like, if Clover was more story relevant, yeah, I'd have a lot to say, but she's not very story relevant, so I don't have much to say. I've had Clover for a while. She's my oldest character. I've had her since the 2nd grade. Which, like, back then, she was, like, super edgy and murdery. I, like, kind of, dang, I don't know the word. Like, I'll sit at night and, like, remember that the word exists. And I'm like, oh, that's the word. But then whenever I try to remember what the word is, I constantly forget it. I need to write it down next time I remember what the word is. But yeah, I put a lot of myself into Clover. Not that I'm depressed or anything. But yeah, Clover is more Shy Bean and mom friend. And, I also have it to where Clover does like to draw, because I needed that kind of, I just wanted a character that liked to draw. Clover probably gets stressed super easily too. Like yours truly. I'm just gonna take this time to just talk about art-related problems. So, like, a lot of people would assume that I really like art class because it's art class. And you know, I draw all the time. But that'd be further from the truth. I really do not like art class. It's a combination of factors. Mainly, it's a class, and so that means you have limited time to do your thing. And I don't like being timed to do something, especially draw. Also, it makes me feel like I suck because I'm not good at certain things. Like painting. I'm okay at painting, but like not really. I also kind of suck at like traditional art because my hands are so shaky. So like a lot of the time we have to outline our we have to outline with Sharpie in art class, and I cannot do that good because I just have such a shaky hand. We have this one thing that we have to do. So we're doing a bunch of series of posters in art class right now. And it's like either propaganda or political is the poster I'm on right now. And I cannot come up with anything to do for that because I'm not a very political person, and I don't want people to hate me if I like choose the wrong topic for political. And like propaganda, a lot of realistic humans in propaganda posters. Cannot do realistic humans. I can do cartoony humans, but like not realistic humans. And now I'm like really stressed out about it because that's just what I do best. Because I don't want an F. I kind of already have an F in art, but that's because I didn't turn something in last week because I wasn't in school on like a day last week on Friday. Or not last week, but like the week before, because last week was spring break. But yeah, I didn't turn a thing in. So yeah, now I'm really stressed. Anyways, back to Clover. There was an old idea to give her glasses, but like that never stuck. And like I can't really see her with glasses now, so I feel like I wanted to give her glasses just to have a character that wore glasses, because like none of my main characters wear glasses, and I'm not being discriminatory because I myself wear glasses. I actually really wanted a character that wore glasses, but like that it just never happened, and I'm kind of sad. I think glasses are really cute, especially on characters. Oh, that book sucks, but it's fine because it's a dumb little doodle. Anyways, that's all I got. I like went rambly there at the end because I needed this video to be more than 20 minutes long. Anyways, bye.